Welcome to this course on Introduction to the Python Programming and its Application. Welcome back again on my YouTube channel. Today, we will going to talk about how to do the comparison with the help of a bar graph. And I have taken an example that, okay, I have to do the comparison of the first 6 over of a cricket match between the India and Pakistan. So, our objective is to achieve this graph with the help of a Matplotlib. So for this, we have to do one thing. First, we have to import the Matplotlib pyplot as a PLT. And then what we will be doing is that we have to import the numpy as np. Okay, so we will going to run this. So first, what I have to do, if you remember, I have to take a overs. So I will be taking the overs over and since these are the power play overs, so I have to give the 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4 comma 5 comma 6. Then I will be taking the runs scored by the team. So I'm taking just an arbitrary number, the score by the India and Pakistan. So I'm taking IND as a India. And let's say the India score, I'm giving it a 2 comma 4 comma 10 comma 6 comma 5 comma 4. And for the Pakistan, it is the score 10 comma 5 comma 4 comma 6 comma 3 comma 4. Okay, now what I have to do, I have to plot this graph. So I will be writing a plt dot bar, and then I will be writing the overs oblique ind India, and then I will be using the first. Let me run this. So you can see that I am getting this plt dot bar over for India, and then again if I run this here plt dot bar over for the Pakistan. So here what we will going to see is that uh, we have got this graph, okay, and this graph is somewhat overlapping on this. So what we want, my objective is that I should have a figure something like this. Okay, so we can arrange this figure like this. So if I go with the comparison of this two graphs, so let me show you what you can see from here, that I'm getting the graph right now like this. Okay. So what my objective is that I have to shift this one graph here. Okay. And another graph which I'm getting here, I have to shift it this side. Okay. So what I have to do, I have to play with the x-axis. Okay. So I have to play with this axis. Okay, so I'm writing this as a x-axis. So I have to play with this x-axis, and what I have to do, I have to shift this graph either on the left side or the right side. So what I will be doing, I will be taking the x-axis and I will be using the np.arrange library. So I will be using x axis equal to np.arrange. This is dot arrange, and here I will be giving the length of the over. Okay, so let me put it here at the top of this. And now what I will be doing, I will be putting this x-axis here, and x-axis here, and we will going to run it. Okay. Now you can see that my instead of 1, I'm getting now it from the 0. So we will going to see how we will going to convert this 0 into the 1 also. Okay. And now what I want to shift this axis. Okay. So if you see, if in general we talk about this, so in roughly we have got this width of roughly zero point 0.4 in width. So what we are doing, we are shifting this little bit here. So how much we are shifting? We are shifting it here half. Half means that we are shifting it with the point 0.2. So we have to make the positive and the negative suppression of a point 0.2 in this x-axis. So I will be writing x-axis minus 0.2, and for z-axis I'm writing as plus 0.2. And let me run it again. So now you can see that I am getting something like this. Okay. Uh, if I now you can see this diagram which I'm getting is little bit overlapping. Okay. So what I can do is, again, I'm having this width of zero point 0.4. So I'm writing here that okay, my width is 0.4, and again I'm defining here my width is 0.4, and let me run it. Okay, now you can see that my diagram is somewhat resembling this. Now what I have to do, I have to change the color, and I have to change the color. I have given here India as a green, Pakistan as a blue, but I will do the reverse. I will give the India as a blue and Pakistan as a green. And then you can see that there is the something which is written here. Okay, so these are known as the legend. Okay, so these are known as the legend. So we will going to add this legend also. To add this legend, what we have to do, we have to define this labels. Okay, so these are the label. So we have to define the label as the India and then the label as the Pakistan. So let me do this. So here again, I will go here. I will be writing the label equal to IND India, and the color which I am giving here is blue for India. Similarly, I will be doing here defining the label equal to Pak, and the color which I will be giving here will be the green. Okay, now let me run this. Okay, so what you can see, that color I have not put the inverted commas. Okay, now still you can see that we have defined the label, but we have not added the legend. Okay, so we have to add that legend also. So we what we will be doing here, we will be adding the title first, plt dot title, and what the title was, comparison of first 6 over, and then we have got the plt dot x label. So what my x label is my overs, and then we have got a plt dot y label, and this y label is what, your runs. Let me, and then I will be using the plt dot t dot reset. Okay, and let me run the x label. Okay, now you can see that I'm getting the graph something like this, which is on my screen, but still we are not getting the number starting from the 1. Okay, so what we have to do, we have to use the tick option. So we will be using the X tick option, and we will going to give the X tick with respect to the this our X axis, and then we will be making that okay on that X tick. You have to put that over, and the over are starting from what? If you go here, over is starting from the 1. So plt dot X tick. Okay, what I have to do, I have this X axis, so I will be writing this X axis first. X axis. Now what I want, I want that on the X axis we should write the over. Okay, so our X axis was starting from the length of the array. Okay, so that was starting from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and now what I will be doing, I will be replacing this over. That means 0 will be replaced by 1, 2 will be replaced by the 3, and so on. Okay, so I will be writing here overs, and let me run this. Sorry, over, it was over. So now you can see that I'm getting the over here, and the comparison of the first 6 over, legend is there, labeling is there, everything is there. Okay, so finally I don't want this all, so I will be using the plt.show command. Plt.show, and now I will run it finally. You can see that we can achieve the same graph which we have on our screen with the help of a matplotlib. So thank you everyone.